I am here to talk about comics, specifically Marvel and DC's trade paperback collected editions releasing this week. There are a total of 16, so a little more than average. Technically 15 plus one variant of the Green Lantern comic that we'll get to in a minute. So, I will start with least pulled and move to most pulled according to leagueofcomicgeeks.com and discuss. So first up we have Little Endless Storybook Box Set by Jill Thompson. That collects Little Endless Storybook hardcover and Delirium's Party, a Little Endless Storybook hardcover, both in the trade paperback format. No page count given, but the price is $35.99. Synopsis is, from the pages of The Sandman number 40 comes award-winning author/artist Jill Thompson's adorable versions of the Endless family in two grand adventures. In Delirium's Party, a Little Endless Storybook, Delirium decides to throw her sister Despair a party. Can the merriest member of the Endless succeed in cheering up her gloomy sibling? And in the follow-up tale, The Little Endless Storybook, Delirium has gone missing. Now her puppy and protector Barnabas must travel to the strange realms of each of the Endless to see if any of her siblings have seen their sister. Next we have Prez, Setting a Dangerous Precedent, by Mark Russell and Ben Caldwell. It collects Prez number 1 to 6, along with a short from Catwoman Election Night number 1 and DC Sneak Peek Prez number 1, as well as a brand new short story. 192 pages, with a price of $16.99, and this one is digest size. DC's critically acclaimed political satire returns, now available in young adult format. It's 2046, and America has just elected its first teenage president, Beth Ross, aka Corndog Girl, best known for a viral video on social media. Previously selected as one of YALSA's top 10 graphic novels for teens, DC's critically acclaimed political satire Prez returns in a new format and more relevant than ever. Next we have Black Panther by Eve L. Ewing, Volume 2, Reign at Dusk. From Ewing, Allen, Young, Chatter, and Abertov. I hope I'm pronouncing those right. So this one is collecting Black Panther 2023, numbers 6 to 10. 112 pages, with a price of $15.99. A secret from Wakanda's past threatens to destroy its future. Crime lord Baba Kisu has summoned the deadly killer known as Kivu Ma, but he may have gotten more than he bargained for. T'Challa must defend Wakanda from a dark power unleashed, and the only key to victory is buried in the nation's past. But Kivu Ma's devastation leaves the Panther and all of Birnin T'Chaka badly shaken. Meanwhile, Bisa enlists Black Panther's help in her ongoing investigation of Wakanda's crime families. But what does the spiraling number of missing persons cases have to do with the St. Croix family and their daughter, the powerful Uncanny Avenger named Monet? As tensions rise higher than ever among Biddy's crime families, the vengeful spirit known as the Grey Wolf is on the prowl. Next we have Daredevil Epic Collection, Fall from Grace, the 2024 printing. This one collects Daredevil 1964, number 319 to 332, and annual number 10. 456 pages, $44.99. And credit to Chichester, Wright, McDaniel, Carrillo, and Rinkowitz. Volume number 18 of the Daredevil Epic Collection. It's the epic saga that reintroduced Elektra to the Marvel Universe. The Hand Ninja clan unleashes a super virus on New York, and only Daredevil can stop them. But not without some unexpected help from a long-lost love and a new armored costume. Can the man without fear come to terms with his past with Elektra in time to halt the Hand's terror plot, even if it means the end of his secret identity? And when Baron Strucker assembles a team of cyber-terrorists to plunge the world's computer systems into global anarchy, will even Captain America's aid be enough to defeat them? Guests starring Nick Fury, Black Widow, and more, plus 15 rare new story pages from the original 1995 Fall from Grace trade paperback. Next we have the 2024 printing of Spider-Man Reign. Credit to Kair Andrews with Jose Villarrubia. This one collects Spider-Man Reign numbers 1 to 4. 160 pages for a price of $19.99. Spider-Man's Darkest Night. The time, the future, the place, a cold, hostile Manhattan that long ago traded freedom for security, imposed by the brutal soldiers of the Reign. The opposition, publisher turned rabble-rousing street prophet J. Jonah Jameson, who promises Spider-Man will return to save them all. But the long-vanished hero is a tired old man now. No job, no family, no hope. Can Peter Parker rediscover his once great power and the great responsibility that comes with it? Or is the Spider's mask too heavy a burden to bear in this harsh new reality? Featuring Dr. Octopus, Electro, Kraven, Mysterio, Sandman, Scorpion, and more. Next is Alpha Flight, Divided We Stand. From Brisson, Godlewski, and Milla. Collecting Alpha Flight 2023, numbers 1 to 5. 136 pages, price of $17.99. The return of Canada's premier super team. Guardian, Puck, Snowbird, and Shaman reunite as Alpha Flight bursts back onto the scene. But what schism will pit these heroes against their former teammates, Aurora, Northstar, and Nemesis, as well as Aurora's beau, Fang? Is Alpha Flight really fighting to keep mutant kind out of Canada? The fall of X has caused a serious schism within Department H and changed the game for Alpha Flight. The reborn team must find a way to soar to new heights or be crushed under the weight of an impossible mission. But as a startling revelation about the new Nemesis rocks the team, and the situation quickly goes south in the Canadian North, can Alpha Flight at last stand united? Or will Department H shut them down for good? Prepare for sacrifice, surprises, and death. Next we have Watchmen DC Compact Comics Edition by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. This one collects Watchmen numbers 1 to 12. 416 pages for only $9.99. In an alternate world where the mere presence of American superheroes changed history, the U.S. won the Vietnam War, Nixon is still president, and the Cold War is in full effect. Considered the greatest graphic novel in the history of the medium, Watchmen begins as a murder mystery, but soon unfolds into a planet-altering conspiracy. A group of reunited heroes, Rorschach, Night Owl, Silk Spectre, Dr. Manhattan, and Ozymandias, must test the limits of their convictions and ask themselves where the true line is between good and evil. Next is Iron Man Modern Era Epic Collection, World's Most Wanted, and credit goes to, let's see, Fraction and LaRocca on this one. Collecting Invincible Iron Man from 2008, numbers 1 to 19. 496 pages, this is $44.99. Volume number 3 in the Iron Man Modern Era Epics collection. The armored Avenger faces his worst nightmares. Tony Stark, a billionaire industrialist, Invincible Iron Man, and now director of S.H.I.E.L.D., faces the most overwhelming challenge of his life. Ezekiel Stane, the son of Tony's late business rival and arch-enemy Obadiah Stane, has set his sights, his genius, and his considerable fortune on the task of destroying the Stark legacy. What's worse, Ezekiel has obtained Iron Man technology, and he's every bit Tony's equal, except younger, faster, smarter, and immeasurably evil. Then, following the Skrull secret invasion, Tony's entire life has been torn apart. What could make Iron Man the world's most wanted? Tony's failing health has made the armor too complicated to pilot, and he has Maria Hill on his tail. Not to mention his entire rogues gallery is after the billion-dollar bounty on his head, and things only get worse from there. Next we have Barda by Gozi Yukazu. Apologies if I'm not saying that right. Yeah, 208 pages of worth for $16.99. Digest size. Join New York Times bestselling writer and artist Gozi Yukazu, check please, as she takes readers on an unforgettable journey of self-discovery, deep friendships, and first loves. Dark Side is, and life on Apocalypse is, tough, but then it is hell after all, and no one knows this better than Barda, Granny Goodness's right-hand warrior. But Barda has a secret: she is in love, or she is drawn to the idea of it anyway, whether it be the beauty of a flower, her affection for her closest friend, Arlie, or the mysterious and fierce enemy warrior Orion, who is the only match for Barda's strength. When Granny decides Barda is becoming too soft, she assigns Barda a task that might be more than she can handle, to break the seemingly unbreakable Scott free. And as Barda questions why Scott has such hope, and what he might have done to provoke such hatred from Granny, she finds herself drawn to him in a way she never expected. The only thing is, we do not speak of love on Apocalypse. Next, Hawk Girl, Once Upon a Galaxy. Credit to Jadzia Axelrod, Amankay Naholpan, and Adriano Lucas. This is a Dawn of DC title. Collecting Hawk Girl 2023, numbers 1 to 6. 136 pages at a price of $16.99. Soaring to new heights, battling new foes. Hawk Girl, aka Kendra Saunders, needs a fresh start, and Metropolis is just the place to begin her new post-Justice League life. But when a mysterious villain with a powerful connection to the nth metal that makes up Hawk Girl's wings starts causing trouble, Kendra will finally have to admit she needs help. New Hero Galaxy can manipulate all kinds of energy, and her dog, Argus, can talk. But will they be enough to stop the monsters terrorizing nightclubs, dragons destroying skyscrapers, and the very dimension they live in collapsing in on itself? And can they survive the nth world? Join this brand new adventure with sky-high action, adventure, and intrigue by Jadzia Axelrod, Galaxy, the Prettiest Star, and Amansay Naholpan, Wonder Woman, Detective Comics, The Flash. Next is Batman the Court of Owls Saga, DC Compact Comics Edition, by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. Collects Batman 2011, numbers 1 to 11. 304 pages at $9.99, digest size. Considered one of the greatest stories in the Dark Knight's heroic lore, Batman the Court of Owls Saga is an epic tale told by two of comics' finest storytellers. After a series of brutal murders rocks Gotham City, Batman begins to realize that perhaps these crimes go far deeper than appearances suggest. As the Caped Crusader begins to unravel this deadly mystery, he discovers a conspiracy going back to his youth and beyond, to the origins of the city he's sworn to protect. Could the Court of Owls, once thought to be nothing more than an urban legend, be behind the crime and corruption? Or is Bruce Wayne losing his grip on sanity and falling prey to the pressure of his war on crime? And now in 5th place, we have Shazam Volume 1, Meet the Captain. Credit to Mark Waid, Dan Mora, Alejandro Sanchez. Also a Dawn of DC title. Collects Shazam 2023, numbers 1 to 6. 136 pages, price of $16.99. The creators of Batman/Superman World's Finest bring the magic in this stunning collection. Billy Batson has the powers of the gods, but Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury never gave the wizard Shazam their permission. Now the disgruntled gods engage in a six-way fight to turn the world's mightiest mortal into the world's mightiest puppet. As the gods' meddling threatens the entire world, an unlikely team of heroes rises up to save the captain from himself. It's a wild ride that includes dinosaurs from outer space, the Clubhouse of Eternity, talking tigers, and more, including the answer to one of comics' biggest mysteries. Why is he called Captain anyway? Next we have Fantastic Four by Ryan North, Volume 3, The Impossible is Probable. Credit here goes to North, Colo, Fiorelli, Mortorino, and Gomez. Collecting Fantastic Four 2022, numbers 12 to 17. 144 pages at a price of $19.99. The Fantastic Four meet the Jurassic Four. When our FF swap places with a set of bizarre alternate reality counterparts, they find themselves battling for survival in a world where everyone is a dinosaur. Meanwhile, 1 year ago, Reed Richards sent the entire city block on which the Baxter Building stands, along with his own children and the children of his best friends Ben and Alicia, 1 year ahead in time. It was a desperate measure, but it saved them. And now, we're finally catching up with them. Plus, a revenge plot like nothing you've ever seen. The first family's kids make up for lost time. Susan Storm, archaeologist, makes a shocking find. The new shield takes shape. And at last, Franklin Richards' secret is revealed. And in third position, we have Green Lantern Volume 1, Back in Action. And credit on this one goes to Jeremy Adams, Zermanico, and Romulo Fajardo Jr. It collects Green Lantern 2023 numbers 1 to 6 and Night Terror's Green Lantern numbers 1 to 2. 216 pages at a price of $19.99. And there is a variant on this one, the Ivan Reyes DM variant, as well as just the original here with the cover art from that number 1 issue. Hal Jordan's homecoming may not be the welcome he was hoping for. Spinning out of the events of Dark Crisis, the Guardians of Oa, at the heart of the Green Lantern Corps, have quarantined Sector 2814, home of the planet Earth, and its champion along with it. From the visionary team of Jeremy Adams and Zarmonico, Flashpoint Beyond, comes a tale of redemption, loss, and finding out that maybe, just maybe, you can go home again. At least if you're willing to hotwire a power ring to do it. And number 1 is Titans Volume 1, Out of the Shadows. Credit on this one to Tom Taylor, Nicola Scott, and Annette Kwok. Collects Titans 2023, numbers 1 to 5, another Dawn of DC title, which that Green Lantern one was as well. 120 pages, price of $16.99. The Justice League has fallen and only the Titans can save us now. In the aftermath of Dark Crisis, the world is without a Justice League. Nightwing is determined to step out from his mentor's shadow and lead his former teammates to be the world's foremost superheroes protecting all humanity. Nightwing vows to operate openly and with full transparency among his team and allies, but already the Titans are at odds with the powerful Amanda Waller. Borneo is on fire, and the Church of Blood has been reborn. When the Flash is found dead in Titan's tower, it's a wake-up call for the whole team. Can they really handle this much responsibility, or are they in over their titanic heads? Titans Out of the Shadows brings together the titanic team of Tom Taylor, Nightwing, Batman, One Bad Day, and Nicola Scott, Wonder Woman, Year 1. Expect thrills, chills, and pools of blood spills as the Titans attack from out of the shadows. And that's the list, all 16 of them. Any favorites? If I had to pick one from Marvel and one from DC, I think I'm looking forward to, honestly, Green Lantern more than anything from DC, and Fantastic Four from Marvel. So let's dive in, see what they've got for us. It's fun to get all these Dawn of DC titles at once in collected edition form.